Luther Burden from St. Louis, Missouri, went to high school in East St. Louis, playing his college ball in Missouri. So off he goes. 4.42.
It's a good time for him.
The kinds of things I'm looking at too, DJs. I want to see, do they put the right pace on all the different throws?
Well, what we're seeing right now is just a...
And maybe 3-4 years ago when they were doing this.
Absolutely, because then it was just making sure you caught everything, tried to stay down the line. There was a lot more control. And then they said, hey, you know, there's a clock.
Co-tenant of that building in Puka Nacua holds that mark, certainly in recent years for wide receivers. But what McConkey was able to do was remarkable this year.
And we were talking Luther Burden, who already, with that time that he ran in the low 4.4, has got everything he needed. And now you're seeing
such a kind of accurate passer, right? 20 yards and in. That Arch is definitely a really athletic, big athletic guy. That's a different dynamic than we've had over the past couple years.
they just appreciate a nice outcut.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Jaden Daniels was a transfer. Caleb Williams was a transfer, all the same year. And so we evaluated all those guys, and I think Jaden would sit here and tell you that year he had at ASU.
Brady Cook, who's tested really well, ran fast. He's a good athlete.
So if you're a righty here, you got your feet open. This way you got to close off, throwing it all the way out. 42 to 45 yards down the field, not 50, not 60. Just get it up and let your guy go get it, because the farther you have to throw it.
And they had to build up the coffers of DJ.
Oh, man.
Here's Hennigan throwing again.
Remember,
Nicely
50
done.
starts at Memphis for that young man.
He's also a fantastic football player out there.
Absolutely. And you see the body on him, he'll go up and compete for the football.
Luther Burden III, highly productive in 2023, not as much in 2024, ran a 4.41. What'd you think?
Well, here's the thing about Luther Burden. Been extremely productive at Missouri. The numbers weren't quite there last year.
Right.
That doesn't mean he's still not a terrific player. Ike will work really well inside in the slot. You see how strongly constructed he is? Father was a basketball player, played in the CBA. How about this for the grandfather? Also named Luther, nicknamed Tiki. Luther Tiki Burden, a big-time star in the Albany, New York area, went to the University of Utah.